Hello everyone, welcome to today's Python topic. So I've been trying to learn Japanese on Duolingo, and one thing that I found that helps me is creating a Quizlet or a you're using flashcards. So I kind of wanted to create a program in Python that kind of does the same thing, and I'm going to basically create it using dictionaries. So let's begin. First, I'm going to create my dictionary. I'm going to name it Japanese words. Japanese words, and then set that equal. When creating a dictionary, what I like to do is I'll use the double brackets, and then or I'll use the double brackets, and then I'll hit enter about twice, and then make sure that you have the right indentation after you create your dictionary. So I still have to put a tab here, so I get the right spacing to actually is included in my dictionary. Next, I'm going to put a string here of an English word, please. And then in the dictionary, what's cool about them is that you can kind of set them equal to something else. I don't know if saying equal to is actually the correct way to say it, but I guess what I can say is that when I try to access please in this dictionary, what I'm actually able to do is get an output of its translation that I'm going to basically set it equal to. So please in Japanese is actually kudasai. And I know this is actually not how you would actually spell it in Japanese because the Japanese language has its own alphabet, but this is the way I like to put it, and Duolingo also puts it. So I guess it helps you just pronounce it correctly. Next, I could hit enter here, and as you can see, it just stays at the same indentation after hitting enter. And I'll put my next English word here. So I put water. Same thing. I'm going to set it equal to its English translation, or to its Japanese translation, and it's mitsu. And I'm really new to this language, so I really don't might not be pronouncing this correctly. Another thing I forgot to do, as you can see, I'm getting errors here, which is completely expected because after you're done putting an item in your dictionary, you actually have to put a comma here to separate it from your next item. And after you're done doing that with your last item, uh, you don't need to add a comma actually after this one right here because it's the last item in your dictionary. My dictionary is only going to have 2 items in it so far, and I'll show you how to add on more items if you want. So same thing, Japanese words, and this right here is how you can continue adding on words onto your dictionary. So next thing I want to do is add the word. So these brackets right here is kind of like an indexing, but since as you can see, this came up because I actually have 2 items in Japanese words that I can actually uh, get access to, or I can just put a new string here, which this one's gonna be a little funny, but I'm gonna put sushi and set it equal to whatever I want it to have its equivalent of. So this will just add sushi onto my dictionary, and same. Uh, it's actually the same thing, but I'm gonna put a space here because, like I said, it's for pronunciation. So now I have a new item in my Japanese words dictionary, and added sushi. So you can continue adding as much words as you actually want. And lastly, I'm going to show you how you can actually get access to your English words and get the Japanese translation output back to you. So next, I'm going to put a print statement here, and then within the print statement, I could actually put my dictionary, Japanese words, and then index it. So, like I said, you can either put something that doesn't exist already, or you can get something out. So, say if I wanted to practice the word please, I would put the English translation here, please. And what should happen is I should get a output of the Japanese translation of please. So let's actually run that back and see what happens. Okay, as you can see here, actually, let me do something to make my output look a little nicer. Just because I know I'm going to use the word please, so I can actually give a proper output for that. So I could say the Japanese translation of please is, and I don't need to put a new line here because I already have another print statement here, so let me just read that back. Translation of please is, and then I should actually, I'll put this to make it look a little nicer. So clear that. Okay, so the Japanese translation of please is kudasai. I think I pronounced that correctly. But this is actually a program that I'm going to continue adding on to as I continue to learn more words in Japanese. And hopefully this can also help you guys learn a new language or anything you guys, I guess, want to reference. So that was dictionaries, and thank you.